What's good, everybody? I thought I'd come out, make y'all a little video on my take on the drone ban we're looking at here in Texas. Uh, First and foremost, I think it's outrageous. I can't believe they're trying to say we cannot use these drones right here to just drop a bait out in the middle of the water. I don't really see the harm in it. I've never, ever since I bought this drone thought that would ever be a problem. Now, obviously, there's certain places you can't use them at. You know, you got your military bases, your hospitals. Don't want to be flying them too close to any plants and things of that nature. That's fine, fine and dandy. Even with the restrictions on the cameras, mine, we don't have a camera on it. This is the Swell Pro FD1. It was like their first gen. It's still working good. It's been through a whole lot. It's got us a lot of fish. And now they're trying to say we can't use them. So if I can't use this, it pretty much means I can't use this, right? Now, a bunch of y'all are going to say, ooh, kayak them out. Yak your lines out like a man, right? I've been seeing a lot of people commenting that on other bigger creators' videos. Bubba, I promise you, if you are a real fisherman and fishing is what you're passionate about and you like shark fishing and getting out on the surf, you're not yakking out 10 lines, buddy. You're not, okay? It's either gonna suck going out or it's gonna suck coming back in. That's how I started before I got the drone, was yakking out 10 rods at a time. Not at a time, obviously one at a time, but that's another thing. You can only do so many at a time. Anytime I was yakking out lines, I only like doing 2 max, because once you get out there, you don't want, if you stop moving, you're gonna end up tipping. You got to keep moving when you're yakking out lines, especially out in the surf. If it's blowing 20 miles an hour, you can't really stop on the yak if you got lines tangled up trying to drop them out. So if you're just throwing them in your kayak by your legs and getting out there, you're just trying to throw them off. I've had it before. I got lines tangled with each other, so then I only started doing 2 or 3 instead of trying to do all of them at the same time. Getting out there 600 yards is a mission in of itself, and then coming all the way back in, there's no way you could try to say that using one of these is not better, more efficient, and safer. Especially right now, it's December, the water's cold, the wind's blowing most days. Anytime you're kayaking lines out, you're gonna get wet. You're getting soaked. It is what it is. Do you really want to be out there soaked? December, water cold, wind blowing, you're out there freezing. Come on. It don't make no sense at all. When you can spend a little extra money, get you a drone, and not have to worry about it. Not even going surf fishing. I've used this drone at the dike, Sabine Pass. I've used it everywhere. If the wind's blowing too hard, hitting our face, and we're having trouble getting the lines out far enough where the fish are, we'll use the drone for a 100-yard or 150-yard drop. It comes in clutch every single time. I don't go fishing without it, because you just never know. Maybe there's a little spot you want to, you know what, that'd be a good spot to get the bait. You can't throw it that far, or you don't have a setup where you can throw it that far, like this right here. You're not throwing this out 60 yards. You're not throwing it out 100 yards. And if you're only trying to get that far, you're not using one of these. These are for 600, 800 yards. That's what I like doing. That's the whole purpose of getting a big Avid, like a 50 wide or an 80 or a 120. You're not throwing those where it makes it worth even having them. You're not throwing them at all. These are made to be yacked out or droned out. That's the only way they're usable. So if you're a big time shark fisherman, that's what you do. You got about 20 of these. How you getting your lines out? If I got any of my followers, they do it a lot, please let me know. And I promise they're probably gonna say they use a drone or a kayak. And again, kayaking ain't bad if you got more than one person. If you got someone else to take them out with you, it makes it a whole lot simpler and a whole lot safer having more than one person. But I can't go out there and just kayak out 600 yards by myself. It don't make no sense. One, it's dangerous. 2, it's just, man, it's not efficient. I can take this out by myself. Y'all seen the videos. or I'm out at the surf at 2 in the morning, I'm using the drone. I don't want to walk out 100 yards, cast my line out, and then come back in when I could just use the drone and fly it where I want it. Even just simple things like that. It's pitch black, the water's cold. I don't want to get in it unless I have to. So it makes it a whole lot simpler to use this and utilize this piece of equipment and do what we got to do. And at first, when I read up on the Texas Wildlife page and seen the rules and regulations on the drones, is pretty vague. Only things I really got a clear understanding of is they don't want you using the camera to find the fish, and they don't want you using the drone to actually catch the fish. Again, I really don't understand how you do that in the first place, but I really understood it more for the hunting. You know, using it to go out and find whatever animal you're targeting and then getting set up near where that animal's walking around and nesting up at. I'm not a hunter. I've never been hunting, but I can understand the rules where they don't want you using it for hunting, other than for using a thermal camera on it and finding whatever animal you shot or hit with the bow or whatever it may be, using the thermal vision on it to find the animal so you can get it out the woods and get it cleaned up. I understand that a whole lot. That makes a whole lot of sense. But everything else, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to put up on the page, again, the rules on their paper. And it never says you can't drone out baits. But they just did another release and they said using it to drop the baits is prohibited. I tried getting in contact with one of the Parks and Wildlife representatives, trying to get him to talk about it, and I really just want to know, worst case scenario, if the game warden pulls up on you, what kind of trouble are you looking into getting? You know, how much the tickets are going to be, or any type of info on that, because I really do believe a whole lot of us are not going to be complying, me included. I'm still going to be using this drone everywhere I go. If I feel the need, if I ain't catching fish and I want to drone something out, I'm droning it out. Point blank, period. I spent the money on it. They're not going to reimburse me my money for the drone, so I'm already paying for my license. I'm not going to go in and try to comply with an arbitrary rule where I can't use this to drop a bait at a random spot in the water. Hopefully a bunch of y'all feel the same. I'm really just hoping they don't enforce it. I'm hoping it becomes something that they're just not going to enforce. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feel about it, and let me know if you got a drone and you use it to fish, if you're going to keep using it, because I know I am. And once again, hopefully y'all do too. Stay out there, stay safe. Don't get in the kayak when it's freezing cold in the water and getting sick. There's no need, especially if you already got a drone. Hell, keep using it, baby.